Good morning, everyone, and good evening in India and Europe. Management of joint disorders through Panchkarma is the topic we're going to discuss with Dr. Bhairav Kulkarni. Dr. Bhairav is one of the top researchers in the country who has written over 30 plus publications in national and international journals. He's MD in Ayurveda. He is an educator as well as a physician for the last 12 plus years. He runs a Panchkarma center in Mumbai. He has contributed a lot of other talks and in his research publications presented in international conferences, as well as he's advocating Ayurveda internationally in Europe. I am Amita from Nourish Talk, a global platform to showcase success on holistic and natural therapies. I'd like to introduce all of you to Dr. Bhairav Kulkarni, who's joining us live from India now. Welcome, Dr. Bhairav.
Thank you, Amita. Thank you very much.
We can't, okay, we can't hear. And this is all his, I don't want to go through all the things, and there's a lot of huge list. I try to summarize as much as I can, but Dr. Bhairav, you're welcome to add if there's anything I missed. I'm sure I missed a lot of things. So let's have you start the session, please.
Okay. Thank you, Amita. Myself, Dr. Bhairav Kulkarni. I'm an associate professor. I welcome all the participants over here, all my colleagues, all my teachers, and all my students over there. And I'm thankful, Dr. Amita, who invite me, and I also thankful Nourish Doc team, who is working in San Francisco. Thank you very much. So today is my topic is management of joint disorder through Panchakarma. So, my dear friends, you all know about Ayurveda. Ayurveda is one of the traditional treatment in India. It having a good result in chronic diseases like joint disorders and all these things. So that's why I'm taking this topic today for presentation. So we start from MND. So what is MND? It's motor neuron disorders, motor neuron diseases. In this motor neuron diseases, these are group of progressive disorders that destroy neurons, which regulate initially voluntary muscles activity such as speech, then walking, then breathing, then swallowing, etc., known as amyotrophic lateral sclerosis and LUO diseases. What is the signs and symptoms? So, in progressive weakness, beginning at the extremities, associated with the degeneration and fluctuation, then spasticity associated with increased reflexes. So, in Ayurveda, according to Ayurveda, degenerative conditions affecting brain are mainly due to vitiation of Vata dosha. These vitiation or change form normally is mainly due to obstruction in blockage. In this sensory and motor activity by other doshas or dushas like dhatus or mala leading to called as a disease. Here the main activity vata get blocked by kapha dosha leading to condition reducing activity, weakness, spasm, removing the block caused by the specific dosh, maintaining the normalcy of Vata dosha is the main line of treatment. It can be effectively managed by specific oral medicines and peripheral treatment modalities also. You see my slides, there are symptoms of MND. The initial symptoms, motor neuron disease usually develops slowly and subtly over the time. It can be easy to mistake early symptoms for those several and title limbs onset of the disease. The initial symptoms of the limb onset motor neuron disease include a weakness of grip, then which can cause difficulties pick up and holding the objects also. A general feeling of tiredness, muscle pain, also cramps are there, then muscle twinges are there, then weakness in the arms, weakness in the legs, a feeling that you have become much more clumsy than usual, such as all tripping over. Next, please. In Ayurveda science, I told you before, uh, Ayurveda is a faculty who treat many of the chronic diseases through Ayurveda treatment. So here I have only 1 hour, and this topic is much more wide. So I just slide on the all the type of treatment in Ayurveda, mentioning Sanshodhana Chikitsa. Sanshodhana means cleaning through the Panchakarma therapy. These are 5 types of therapy: Vamana, Virechana, Basti, Raktamokshan, and Nasya. These are 5 treatment in Ayurveda. And in Shaman Chikitsa, there are palliative care through reach increase type of medicine. There are Sattva Vajay Chikitsa also, rejuvenation therapy also. Along with these, strict diet, lifestyle modification will be advocated. Ayurveda therapy can be comfortably combined with result therapy also. Uh, uh, in spite of the best possible treatment effort currently completed, cure MND, most of the cases uh, possible in Ayurveda comes under Kashta Sadhya Roga, means difficulty to cure. That's I already told you. If difficulty to cure, then patient was come to Ayurveda and will treat. Definitely, they will treat after the treatment. Next, please. Next, please. These are some treatments in Ayurveda. I explain you later on. Panchakarma treatment. Please. Multiple sclerosis is one of the disease as mentioned in Ayurveda, as mentioned in modern medicine. So, as type of multiple sclerosis is a inflammatory disease in which the fatty myelin and stressors around the axon of the brain and spinal cord are the damage, leading to demyelination and carrying as well as a broad spectrum of signs and symptoms. Disease onset usually occur in the young, also adults, and it is common in females also. Then multiple sclerosis, the ability of nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord to communicate with each other. Nerve cells communicated by sending electron signals, called action, potential, down long fibers called axon, which are wrapped in the insulting substances called myelin. Almost any neurological symptoms can appear with the disease and often progress by the physical conjunctive disability. It takes several forms with the new symptoms occurring either in relapsing form or progression form. Between attacks, symptoms may go away completely, but permanent neurological problems often cure, especially as the disease is advanced. As per the diagram, I let you explain Ayurveda and multiple sclerosis. This is the pathology that involves 2 doshas. One is Pitta and one is Kapha dosha. Pitta, as the manager of heat in the body, attacks the nerve sheaths, means Majja Dhatu, that the controlled by Kapha dosha. This disease is usually classified as Kapha Roga because Dhatu under Kapha control is being damaged and ceases to function correctly. So, what is the causes? Cause of the this pathology are considered to due to excess of dosha accumulation mixed with ama or non-digested food. Ama means non-digested food. Different mixes of dosha and ama cause different manifestation of the disease. Then, uh, uh, In Ayurveda, Samarpaka pathology cause inflammation, means pitta manifestation due to congestive nature, as kapha prevents normal circulation of pitta. Pitta increases begin attack in kapha tissue, majja dhatu. This form takes attribute to kapha. I explained in Ayurvedic terminology. This figure is modern this figure you show. This figure, you see this figure on slides. This is the modern pathology. I explain in Ayurveda. So don't get confused, please. Other combination of pathology, what causing Samapitta to move Majja Dhatu. What causing Samakafa to move into Majja Dhatu. And what moving Samavata into Majja Dhatu. This example can use understand Pitta and Kapha type of pathogenesis. Means Pittaja or Kaphaja dosh mixing with a form of Amadosha to attack or lodge in Majja Dhatu. Ayurvedic views the body being dominated. Next, please. Body dominated. Please, later on. Previous slide, please. In Ayurvedic terminology, there are pitta dosha increases in this type of disease. And in Ayurveda, there are maintaining treatment part, herbal therapies. There are herbal treatments are less important than diet. Diet should be given by the qualified person. Please keep in mind, qualified person. The most important in shamana therapies, it is to keep evaluation of stool regular. Daily elimination is extremely important in this type of treatment or this type of diseases. In this disease, foods that are helpful. What type of food? Splint means grain, whole grains, wheat, etc. Almonds. Then spirulina, cholera, then ghee is very important in this type of disease. What to avoid in this type of disease? What to avoid? All type of stimulants like coffee, like alcohol, like fermented foods, like acidosis, acidic foods, or peanuts. You can avoid this type of disease. Next disease, please. I have short time, so I cover lots of diseases. So it will be challenge for me.
We have a group workshop that we'll be offering by Dr. Bhairav. So this is just an intro session, Dr. Bhairav, right? We'll be offering a 2-hour workshop soon.
Yeah, because this one disease can cover 2 hours. It is very
right.
long part.
Right.
Okay.
So
after that, Parkinson diseases, PD. Okay. Yeah. After that, Parkinson diseases. So I explain only symptoms. In Parkinson disease, there are tremors, abnormal walking pattern, then sluggish type of movement, muscle spasm, and rigidity also. Progressive reduction in muscle tone also, gripping of difficulties, sensory and sleep difficulties, posture inability. In Ayurveda, Parkinson is disorder affecting both sensory and motor function of brain. The dopamine response getting impaired in Ayurveda. Vata dosha is one of the one which get increased in your old age. It's the number one agent controlling all the body activities. Mainly, all neurological traffic is maintained this type of dosh. The blockage will be due to mainly factor like mechanical, degenerative, etc. Ayurveda, this blockage in the channel causing doshic imbalance, mean imbalance of vata dosha. And then the disease, the blockage may be due to the either three dosh or its derivation, which block the path of vata dosha, which is the main center of neurological action. The net result will be impairing the harmony of individual organ systems, leading to its malfunctions. So in this type of disease, mainly treatment is to clear blockage the channel which make a sensory and motor functions. Due to imbalance in the motor, there will be many clinical manifestation, mainly include tremors, loss of muscle tone, reflexes, then conjunctive functions. This should be treating with the special treatment modalities, which will be correct the disorders. I just overlook only the internal medicine, different type of herbal decoctions, then powder, tablets, special ghee preparation will stimulate the neurotransmitter releases. External treatment, whole body treatment means local type of treatment, panchakarma therapy, which will be active the muscle increase and the muscle tone and reduce the tremor and spasm, making the movement more easier and with more control, which include all type of taila, then nasya treatment, Shirodhara, Kshiradhara, then Pichu treatment, Shirobasti, then Kshira Dhuma, Lepana, Medharasayana, and rehabilitation therapy is useful in these type of diseases. Please next.
So
Next,
this is
please.
again Parkinson. We'll go here.
Yeah. Next, please. We'll explain this. This is later on. Next, please.
Sciatica. You want to talk about sciatica? Which one you want to talk about?
Next. No.
So
I just I only overlook about the diseases.
okay. Lumbar spondylitis.
Yeah. No. You back. You just stay in this slide. I tell about only causes and joint problems.
Okay.
Causes of the joint problems.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So these are the disease I will cover later on. Don't worry. Joint problems can cause by several issues. However, the mainly cause are degeneration. So what is the degeneration? Wear and tear with the age, cartilages, leaning the bones, and to get worn, leading to reduction in the space between the bones, produce gathering when the joints is moved. After that, inflammation. Inflammation is the process where the body secretes several chemicals to break down substances that are not functional or are the foreign body to degenerate the unwanted material and remove them. This is the protective function meant to protect the healthy tissues from invading organisms like bacteria and viruses and from being affected by damaged tissues. After that, damage due to injury. Injury can cause structural damage or any type of tissue, joint like bones, the muscle, the tendons, the ligament that can affect the functional and the joints and that lead to diseases. So this is the topic regarding a joint. So symptoms of joint problem. What is the symptoms? First of all, pain. Pain may be at the joint or in the part of the body associated with the joint is the first symptom. Then after, swelling. Swelling is the often sign of inflammation. After that, stiffness. Stiffness is caused by the body to prevent excessive movement in order to protect the damaged part. Limited range of movement. When a muscle or a tendon is affected, it is not possible to move joint through the full range that normally possible. After that, tenderness. Tenderness is the pain touching the part and sign of the inflammation. Weakness. Weakness is the part of the body associated with the joint is often seen. Fever is one of the symptoms. Joint problems can also part of the systemic issue and disease that not only affected the joint but also organs in the body. Example, ankylosing spondylitis, So uh, I tell you some next please. In the lumbar spot, please, previous. Lumbar spondylosis. Please, previous. Yeah. In lumbar spondylosis, specific condition that fall under the umbrella term of lumbosacral spondylosis can include herniated disc, bulging disc, bone spurs, osteoarthritis, all of which are spinal abnormalities that run the risk protruding into the spinal canal and this exerting pressure on spinal nerves also. The sciatic nerve is often compressed at the meeting of the L5 and S1 vertebrae. This is the main function or main pathology over there. Common symptoms of sciatic nerve compressing including tingling numbness, then weakness and a pain spread through the following areas. You know very well, lower back pain, pain at the tailbone, then buttock, then hip joint, toes, back of the thighs, claws, and feet. Next, please.
Paralysis, you want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
In paralysis, it is defined as a paralysis one side of the body. This condition occur due to transit ischemic any type of attack or head trauma, diabetic mellitus, brain infections, then cerebrovascular accident, include hands, legs, or both extremities. Difficulty in walking, then holding any type of part or any type of material. Patient can grasping also, increase muscle spasm and stiffness also. Delay in development milestone for children like standing, sitting, and walking. In some condition, difficulty in speech also. So I explain about Ayurveda and paralysis or Ayurveda and hemiplegia. According to Ayurveda, this is condition termed as pakshaghata. Pakshaghata. That means loss of ability of one side of the body. It is being said that this condition will occur due to disturbance in the Vata dosh, which controls the motor and sensory activities of the body. So, in that disease, Vata dosha will aggravated are mainly abhighata, mean external injury, prameha means diabetes, and external organism which can affect brain and central nervous system. In Ayurveda, normal human activity and constituency is made by proper balance of three dosha, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, and Pancha Mahabhuta, five basic elements. Every part of the body is built with these factors, and the whole neurological structure is maintained by Kapha dosha, and hormonal activities by Pitta dosha, and the neurotransmitters functions by Vata and blockage in the proper functioning all type of three dosha, vitiation of three dosha, and in result of this disease. So in this case, brain is the site of injury and the neurotransmitter function is the control of Vata dosha. We have to get Vata dosha back to his normalcy. Any structural deformity to the brain due to accident will making the kapha dosha vitiation and making the disease vata kapha in nature. Depending upon the sites, the condition of variates. Sometimes mild inflammatory pathology will be there, leading to nerve blockages. In Ayurveda, without pitta vitiation, there won't be any inflammatory. So combination of these all doshas will making this type of condition. In Ayurvedic treatment, the main line of treatment will be bring back the motor and sensory functions of brain. The internal medicine and ghee preparation are very effective in precising blood-brain barrier and increase the blood supply, and natural antioxidant increase the oxygenation to the brain and decrease the cell death. This is the line of treatment in Ayurveda. The external therapies improve the peripheral nervous system and peripheral circulation. The heat modalities maintain the muscle tone and the reduced spasm. Special diet rich in neuron stimulates faster and the healing treatment. Internal medication which include special detox matlab, decoctions like kadha in Ayurveda known as kadha or kashaya kalpana, then tablets, gutivati, powder means churna, and medicated, fermented, uh, then all type of ghee we can use in this type of condition in paralysis patient. External treatment we're doing nasya treatment, then shirodhara, kshiradhara, pichu, shirobasti, then kshiradhuma, lepana, and medhya rasayan, all type of. These are the some images. These are the some images in paralysis patient. So we can treat these type of patient as per mentioned in Ayurvedic treatment, as already I told you before. Next, please.
You want,
Huh.
you,
Yeah.
do you want,
I'm talking.
okay.
Yeah. I'm talking on Amvata. So in Ayurveda, rheumatoid arthritis known as Amavata, we correlate with Amavata. So in Ayurveda, what is the cause? In Ayurveda, mentioning Viruddha Ahara means mutually incompatible foods, Viruddha Chesta, unwholesome lifestyle practices means Viruddha Chesta. Then Mandagni. Mandagni means having a low metabolism and sluggish digestion for a long period. Nischala, sedentary life activities. And Snigdha Bhojana Vyayama means consuming uncontinuous, oily, and high caloric food and immediately getting indulgent in the exercise also. So how it form or how Amvata is formed? Due to the above said causes, plenty of armor is formed in the body. The Vat also get vitiated and pushes the armor into different part of the body through circulation. Mainly, Vayu means Vata pushes the armor into the Shleshmasthana. Shleshmasthana means site of kapha. Mainly, the bony joints and the muscles. The armor on further vitiation by Vata and kapha increase the circulation and the later get associated with morbid pitta dosha. This gives combination a corrosive nature and they can destroy the tissue or organ with which they come into the contact. So next please. Yeah, these are some images. So I tell you the symptoms as per Ayurveda. Amita, I am audible now, na?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. As per Ayurveda mentioning symptoms of these type of images is Angamarda. What is Angamarda? Angamarda means pain in the body parts, general body ache. Aruchi means anorexia or tastelessness. Trishna means thirst. Alasya means lethargy or weakness. Gaurava means heaviness of the body. Then Jvara means feverish is there. Apaka, indigestion is there. Shunyata means swelling of the body parts. In the later stage, when the disease spread to the joint, tissue and organs. Symptoms of multiple tissue and organ damage occur. These are the images you've seen over here. After that, Sir is a chauffeur. Some pictures are there. Painful swelling in the joints of hasta. These are the picture of hands. Painful swelling in the joints of hasta means painful hands. Pada means foot. Then shira, head. Gulfa means ankle joint. Then sacrum and coccygeal. Then knee joint, thighs, etc. Vrishika Danshavata Pida is the main lakshan in Amavata mentioning in Ayurveda. Pain mimicking that a scorpion sting, like a scorpion thing. Agni Daurbalya, sluggish digestion is there, excessive salivation and nausea is there, tastelessness, anorexia, heaviness of the body, lack of enthusiasm, excessive urination, contamination of intestine, stools compressor of food, then sleep disturbance is there, thirst is there, fainting is there, flatulence is there, gurgling sounds in the abdomen is there, feeling tightness of chest. These type of lakshana are seen in amavata or rheumatoid arthritis. Also, stool comprises indigestion foods. Also, kukshi kaঠিন্যতা, hardness of the abdomen is there. Chhardi lakshana is there, vomiting. Thirst lakshana is there, means thirst. Thirst means trishna. Then Ridha Graham means feeling of tightness of chest is the lakshan are seen in Amavata. So, what is the treatment part? In the Ayurveda,
Okay.
please, previous. In Ayurveda, basic principle of the treatment of Amavata is Langana. Langana means fasting. Then Svedana means fermentation or sweating treatment or any type of steaming or sudation. You call it as sudation also. In Tikta Katu Deepana, means digesting, promoting medicine, having a bitter and pungent taste. These drugs you can use in this type of treatment. Virechan means purgation treatment is very useful in this type of treatment. Basti means enema you can give in Amavata. Svedana, steaming treatment is very effective. Like a Pinda Sveda means bolus fermentation, especially Amita, in previous lecture, I
Yeah.
taught about this Pinda Sveda and
Mhm.
all this type of Sveda and Prakar.
That's
Yes.
right.
Ha. So, Pinda Sveda, bolus fermentation, especially Churna Pinda Sveda, medicated powder in bolus, and you can treat with the patient to take the massage and all these things. Patra Pinda Sveda, leaf bolus, you can use uh, all type of dhara means stream pouring of medicated liquid, mainly dhanyamla dhara means fermented herbal liquid you can use over here. Polutis, we call it as upanaha in Ayurveda Sahita. Upanaha means polutis is very useful treatment in Ayurveda. In Ayurvedic Shamana Chikitsa, means medicinal treatment, you can use Shuntha, sorry, Shuntadikvatha. Shuntadi means decoction of ginger and Gokshura. Gokshura means Tribustular terrestis, one of the herbal medicine over there. Shatyadi Kadha is a very useful medicine. Decoction of Shati is very useful. Pippalyadik Kwath, decoction of Pippali. Decoction of Dashamula Kashaya is very useful medicine in Amavata. Shunthi Guda is the very good combination. I use in many patients Shunthi Guda. So what is the Shunthi Guda? Ginger taken with the powder of Guda. Guda means jaggery. It is very useful medicine. Then Bhallataka Churna. Powder of Bhallataka means Semacarpus anacardium and Tila means sesame and Haritaki means Terminala cebula and jaggery, good. This is one of the best medicine I used before in many patients. Then Panchashama Churna is there. Hingvadi Churna is the best medicine we already use in many patients. Nagaradi Churna, powder of Nagara or ginger. taken with kanji is very effective in Ayurveda. Eranda means the payasa sweetened milk recipe prepared with the full form of purified eranda bij, castor plant. Eranda means castor plant. So all type of castor plant is useful in Amavata. Next, please. We tell you about osteoarthritis. So as per my time limit, osteoarthritis. You know about osteoarthritis in Ayurveda, it is considered as a Sandhigata Vata. We correlate with Sandhigata Vata and osteoarthritis. There are mainly diseases which affecting the knee joint and render in passive also. Osteoarthritis OA is the leading one. Osteoarthritis found afflict the joint, mainly knee joint, in the transition period between the middle age and old age. It is the common in women who are progressing towards the menopause or those who are already set into it. About important aspect of osteoarthritis. What is the osteoarthritis? It occurs due to wearing and tearing of the protective cartilage on the ends of your bone over the period of time. Osteoarthritis does result from the breakdown of joint cartilages and underlying the bone. Important what is the aspect of the osteoarthritis? It's commonly afflict the joint of hands, joints near the finger ends, then neck, lower back, then hip, knee, and spine. Joints on the one side of the body are often more affected than other the joint. The most common symptoms are joint pain, stiffness, joint swelling, and decreased range of the movement are also present in many type of cases which already I see. I gradually worsen with the time and no cure exists. I tell you about a Sandhigata Vata. As per Ayurvedic terminology, Amita, I told you, I tell you about Sandhigata Vata. Osteoarthritis is called Sandhigata Vata, I already mentioned. It means in condition which morbid vata is located in the joints and destroy the joints. So in Ayurveda, it mentioning causes of Sandhigata Vata. Shula, there are a pain. Atopa means abnormal sound due to damage of joint or cryptus. Vata Purna Dhriti Sparsha. This is the main cause. This is the main cause or symptom. This is the main symptom. Is mentioned in Ayurveda. Vata Purna Dhriti Sparsha means sound resembling that made when you rub against a balloon or transparent container filled with the air means Vata Purna Dhriti Sparsha. Shotha, the swelling is there. Then Prasanna Akunchayoho Pravrutti Svedana means painful movement of joint, including extension and flexion. Janu Sandhikatvat causes in old age increase the body weight, hereditary osteoarthritis. It may also due to inherited abnormalities in the shape of the bones that surrounded the knee joint. Gender, women of 55 years of age older are more likely to develop osteoarthritis than men. Respectively, stress injuries, mostly related to nature of the job. People involved in occupations that includes a lot of activities which causes stress of the joint and causative. These are included activities and job included. After that, so, in Ayurveda, please next, please. I conclude after this osteoarthritis. Bhaiya chikitsa means local treatment or external treatment in osteoarthritis in Ayurveda, mentioning sesame oil is very useful for massage and all these things. Ksheerabala Tela, then you can use for external Murivenna Tela, Pinda Tela, Mahanarayan Tela, then Mahamasha Telam is very useful, Dhanvantaram Telam, Kottam Chukkadi Telam. These Telam effect had very good in lots of patients before I treat. Svedana means fomentation treatment is very useful. Svedana means treatment procedure which is including sweating is included. Svedana is usually done after Abhyanga. Snehapana and Snehapana. Snehapana means administrator of medicated oils and ghee for oral consumption in uh, metered doses or medicated doses. After Svedana treatment, cell get activated and flush the toxin away. The cellular metabolism improves and feel light and easy. Svedana done after Abhyanga or Snehan enables free circulation in the joint, removes your pain, your stiffness, your swelling also, strengthens and rejuvenate the joints. It is very useful treatment in mentioned in Ayurveda Samhita. So Bashpasved is one of the treatment is mentioned in Ayurveda Samhita. Bashpasved means the steam therapy. Then Ekanga Bashpasved or Nadi Sved is one of the useful treatment in a Svedan Prakar. When the pain is limited to the part of the body, to when individual joints are afflicted, osteoarthritis like osteoarthritis of the knee or Ekanga Bashpasveda, we can prefer we can prefer Ekanga Bashpasveda. Only affected parties when affected part is limited, then you can use this type of treatment. Pindasveda, bolus fermentation. In Pindasved, the medicaments, generally hot or boiled, tolerable temperature, are tried in the cloth. So you make a any type of bolus. If you take a next slide, we have photo picture of bolus also
This
in Panchakarma procedures. Yeah, in Panchakarma, this is the Basti treatment. The bolus is generally rubbed over the afflicted joint. Heat next bolus is next one is bolus. I think last one is the bolus. Heat is
yes.
provide Pindas with the
No.
next please next please next please. This is the please back please. I tell you about the Nadi Swedan. Before that, I told you this is the Bashpa Sweda or steam therapy or Nadi Sweda. When the pain is limited to a part of the body, individual joints afflict osteoarthritis like osteoarthritis of knee joint. You can use these type of treatment. Pindasved, I already told you, Pindasved is highly beneficial in osteoarthritis of knee joint. I think next slide is Pindasved. Next slide. This is the Abhyanga Griva. Next slide, please. Next slide. Next. No, no. Keep back. Keep back.
Okay, well,
Yeah. And Pindasveda, then Churna Pindasveda is very good treatment in the Ayurveda. I just finished within 2 minutes.
okay.
Last treatment, Rasana di Churna, Jata Mansa di Churna, then Kotam Chukka di Churna. These Churna are very useful for these type of Patra Pindas or Churna type of herbal polutis or Podikizi. These are the Churna Pindasveda photos treatment. Patra Pindasveda are that type of right one picture is Patra Pindasveda. Leaf bolus fermentation, right side picture. Leaf bolus fermentation. The fresh leaves of Vata elevated, pain relieves, herbal are collected. Example, leaves of Eranda means Ricinus communis, castor plant, or Nirgundi, Vitex nirgundo, or Arca means Calotropis, Gingiatin, etc. are selected for this treatment. The sliced leaves are fried in the herbal oil. Granted coconut, lemon, rasnaji churna, we add this. Also, we use haridra, means turmeric, methika, means fragrant green, sandalwood, rock salt. We can use in this type of polities. Eranda tail are also added and fried. These slides leaves are tied in the bolus to form a patra pinda, means leaf bolus. The leaf bolus is deep in the warm water. The temperature of bolus is tested and used for giving fomentation. The bolus is rubbed of affected part gently, as good as massaging with the bolus. Also, these type of bolus we can use Shashti Shali Pindaswet. Fermentation with Shashti Shali rice is called as Shashti Shali Pindaswet. This rice processed with milk and medicinal decoction. The processed rice is tied in the bolus and used for the treatment. Uh, this joint continuously massage for 30 to 45 minutes. It is the referred when there are a sign of severe vat vitiation and degeneration of vata degeneration of knee joints, muscles, and other soft tissues around the knee joint. It rejuvenates, nourishes, the strengthen of the bones. This is very useful treatment. Shastikashali Pindaswet. Please, before.
I think we have to open up for questions. There
Yeah.
are a lot of questions coming up. Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah,
And because
yeah.
we have a workshop coming up, so all right.
Thank
so
you very
let's.
much.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes.
If
It
any
is an
question, please ask me.
amazing session. Amazing session. Really, really good, Dr. Bhairav. I do want to say that Dr. Bhairav is going to be offering workshops. We will be letting you know soon, and which he'll go in a lot of details. So if we have only 5 minutes left, I'm really sorry for questions. All right. So someone is saying. In my practice, I see patients of Parkinson's when we discuss about the dices of the treatment are more tremor, the dices of the tremor are more. So along with medication, counseling of the family is also important. And you said myself and father see more patient. You want to say sedentary, correct? Is Amavata, the temperature of the affected joint is greater than temperature of the body. All these are my opinion, sir, dry ginger. So I think he's just trying to say, his opinion. Any particular question that you want to ask, I'm happy to do that. And we will be announcing the group workshop where he will go in. Maybe we'll talk with Dr. Bhairav how he wants to present it. I think presenting 2 hours for all these conditions is way too much.
Yeah.
You need 2
We
hours
take
for
partly session. One disease.
Yes.
And
All right. So we have one more question. Any questions coming up? We'll just see. Okay. So someone is saying rheumatoid arthritis medicines for indigestion in rheumatoid arthritis. Please guide the medicines. I don't know. We have a couple of minutes if you want to answer this question before we wrap up. He's talking about the rheumatoid arthritis. I think you talked about quite a few medications at that time.
yeah, already I talk about the medicine.
Yeah.
In rheumatoid arthritis patient. Ginger is one of the good medicine.
Yeah.
Ginger and Racillus communis, Aranda is one of the good medicine. All type of Aranda bija, Taylor is castor oil is very useful medicine in type of also use the turmeric, then coriander and healing. All type of treatment like fomentation treatment is very good in Ayurveda. Amavatari Churna is very good medicine. Amavatari Kashai. Tihanath Gugul is one of the best medicine, which known as Rogadikar medicine. So this type of medicine you can use.
Okay, great.
We have less time, so sorry for I conclude all these things.
Thank you.
We will definitely do next.
No, we are going to do group workshops. So please
Yeah.
let your colleagues know. We will be coming with group workshops in November timeframe. We'll discuss with Dr. Bhairav when we come. And then each of these medical ailments, we can have 2-hour workshops so he can go more in detail how he has treated his patients as well. So you can get practical knowledge. So please give us feedback on your sessions and please help us spread the word. We are trying to showcase efficacy of Ayurveda to all over the world. We are on a mission to do that. With that, I'd like to thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much, Dr. Bhairav. Any last comment from you? I think he's already gone. Okay.
No. I'm
Okay.
here. I'm
All
here
right.
with you.
Any last comment from you? I think it was an excellent presentation, Dr. Bhairav. Any last comment?
Madam, thank you. Thank you for your nice support. Your Nourish Doc is very helpful platform to such like doctors like me who explain himself to around the globe. So
Yes,
thank you very
absolutely.
much.
Thank you so much. With that, we'd like to end this session. Namaste. Thank
Okay.
you.
Namaste. Thank